to our Team Global Aloha Opportunity Meeting. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Angie Huntley, and I am coming to you from not sunny Hawaii, but ironically cloudy, rainy Michigan. So people from all over the globe can represent Team Global Aloha, because that's one of the beauties of this business, is it stretches over the whole world. So here I am in Michigan. My name's Angie. I'm a Pro 5 with LifeVantage, and I'm so excited that you are here. You are here because someone cared about you enough to invite you to hear about something that can possibly change your life. So I am 49-year-old wife, mother of 5 young sons, and currently I have a corporate job with a large global startup. I'm an environmental health and safety manager, and I've done a little bit of everything in my life. So in my young adult life, I was a professional dancer and trained my whole life for my dance career, owned a dance studio, shifted from that, and I ran a ministry, I ran a nonprofit, and then my husband and I had this brilliant idea of opening a franchise restaurant. And then full circle, I stepped into the corporate world. Well, somewhere in the midst of that, about 6 years ago, I found LifeVantage, or LifeVantage found me. And my family was going through a series of some health traumas, and we were looking for some answers. And I was the skeptic of all skepticals, because we had been really struggling to find some answers for about 10 months, and couldn't really find anything, and had tried everything, and everyone had an answer and nothing worked. And I really didn't want to hear something else, but someone loved me enough to push through and to share with me anyhow. And I just think back to that and like, wow, did she care about me and take a risk? And she shared something, I'm going to be honest with you, it sounded too good to be true. And I was wearing 2 hats in that moment, as I usually do in my life. I was wearing my mama hat, and I was wearing my entrepreneur hat. And my mama hat in that moment said, what have we got to lose? We've got nothing to lose. I'll try it. And then my entrepreneur hat said, if this is really what it says it is, then this is big. This is really big. And nobody knows about it. And everybody wants to know about it. And everybody's going to know about it. And I want to be right on the forefront of that. So the day I became a customer, I actually became a distributor. I jumped in, I'm a risk taker. And I really think that sometimes, you know, that risk reward is a really, really big deal. And my parents were serial entrepreneurs, and they raised me that way of, you know what, Angie, take the risk and just jump in sometimes. And that's how sometimes you lose, but sometimes you win. And so we won because we had just extremely unexpected health results that wowed us and really kind of took my breath away. And it took the breath away of the people around me. And so a business erupted, which was absolutely incredible. And it entered me into this amazing world of leveraged income. I didn't really value it at the time, didn't fully understand it. I just knew this is amazing. This product is a treasure. And so I saw people around me succeeding, and I was very, very busy building my brick and mortar restaurant. So I just want to share with you really quick. My husband and I remortgaged our home, and it cost us $200,000 to open a franchise restaurant. I know I usually don't drop that number, but you know what? People need to hear it because everyone thinks it's really glamorous to own a business. We remortgaged our home to start this amazing opportunity. And our cost of doing business every month in this franchise restaurant was $30,000. So to break even, for us not to get paid, we needed to pay the rent. We were paying someone else's rent. So they were getting for someone else's property. So they were making some money. We were paying payroll for our employees, and they were making some money. And between our cost of doing business, overhead, hitting that 30 grand every month was just about what we could do. And my husband and I didn't get paid. And so I really had to think long and hard about how can I create extra income when we really needed it with some of those medical things going on. And I realized that without trying really hard, what would happen if I started trying? What if I started really looking into this thing and applying myself and making a run for it? And so you know what? The rest is history. I have so enjoyed being a part of this company and this culture. When you look at the opportunity of what leveraged income is, and I look at the cost of doing business every month. So before I jump into my slideshow, I just have to highlight, since I threw those numbers out to you, remember, struggling to get 30K a month so that we could pay off our loan and pay our bills and just stay afloat for 6 years. We did that. Never made money, 6 years. The investment in LifeVantage business is at the most $1,000. Cost of doing business each month, $200. And that's really the cost of utilizing these products that are absolutely life-changing. And my income usually increases. I look month to month and I'm very in control, my input and output. So as I invest more time and as I invest in training and in growing myself in this industry, I see a return for that. And with the restaurant, I worked myself into the ground. And it's not just a cliche with no meaning when you say when you own a business, a brick and mortar business, it owns you. I got calls at my kids' graduation open house that employees didn't show up and I had to go in. I had customer crises. I had food shortage crises. And I would have to go into that restaurant. I didn't get to dictate my own time. It dictated my life. And with LifeVantage, I get to dictate. And I have this beautiful reward of seeing people's lives changed with their health and wellness journey and financially, which is so very cool. So I'm going to hop in real quick and I'm going to share my screen. There's so much wonderful information that I want to get through with you. And I have to apologize for my first screen. I went at the last minute to add my family pictures and we had a few little editing glitches. So there's too much going on, but at least I can show you my amazing boys and my amazing husband, Chad. And Chad and I on the far right, were at our Pro 5 Summit, an all expense paid trip from LifeVantage. When you hit a certain level, they treat you to train you. How many companies do that for you? Flew us out to Utah and we enjoyed that amazing time together. So as I jump in, I just want you to know that I'm not making any income claims. I'm not telling anyone that there's a promise of certain earnings. If you haven't picked up on it already from me, I am a firm believer in you get out of something what you put in. And when you jump all in, there's a beautiful return and there's so much potential, but every single person in every single situation is unique. We're not going to promise to claim or to heal, treat, or cure any disease, and we're not going to promise any financial income promises. So basically, what I'm going to share with you some of the things that really caught me. And one of them is that our company didn't really start out as a company. Our company started out with a group of passionate scientists who had really felt like they found at the very core of disease, illness, and aging as we know it were some deficiencies in our cells. And there were some common denominator components. And if you could touch on those, you can actually influence the body's ability to heal at a very, very rapid rate versus something that we've focused on in our Western culture has been very much symptom management. We have a certain symptom, we have a certain ailment, and we've grown very accustomed with managing it and learning how to live with it in the best comfort. Well, this team of scientists came upon a breakthrough using plants, using herbs, where they actually lowered oxidative stress. And oxidative stress or free radical buildup is one of those components that really is tied to almost every disease process that you can think of. It's a massive, massive thing. And that's why you hear people say that they want to eat foods rich in antioxidants. However, eating foods rich in antioxidants and taking antioxidant supplements aren't enough to change our health. And so this amazing breakthrough at the University of Colorado in Denver happened, and they did a study on humans where 100% of the humans lowered their oxidative stress almost in half in a month. and then found it to be cumulative. So the longer you take it, the more your oxidative stress is lowered. So 40% in 30 days, but 70% in 120 days. So remarkable, so unheard of, that it got the attention of very well-known, well-respected medical and educational institutions and news agencies. ABC Primetime did an investigative report, and the world found out about it, and the world wanted it. And there was this backpedaling going on of, okay, now we've got to figure out how to get this in the hands of the people. But what I loved was, at the very heart of it were scientists that really just wanted to get people well. Their mission was, we feel that we found the key to healing and wellness and anti-aging, and let's share this and get people well. So as different organizations studied this on their own dime, which is also unheard of, a lot of times, you guys, even with pharmaceutical companies, when you see clinical studies, when you see the word clinical studies, those are funded by the institution that has everything to gain by the study being favorable and everything to lose by the study being critical. So it's really something when you have a third party come in and study your product objectively. So one of the organizations, Washington State University, says that NRF2, which is our flagship product, is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. It may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. And honestly, when I saw that, friends, I thought, come on, you've got to be kidding me. I really thought that that was melodrama, until I started seeing the results in the people that I love and in myself. And then I realized, wow, this is something really, really special. And I want to tell everybody about it. I want to be a part of sharing it. And so if you're someone that's passionate about helping people, this business may be something for you to seriously consider. So as we age, our body's ability to create its own antioxidants actually lowers dramatically. You can see if you follow that red line, look how significantly that drops off after the age of 20. But when you activate your NRF2 pathway in your DNA, you actually you increase your body's productions of antioxidants to a rate that it's indistinguishable between an 80-year-old and a newborn. Now, how does that happen? How does your body create its own antioxidants? We have products called activators. We call this nutrigenomic activation. It's just basically nutrition, which are plants, nutrition's ability to affect your genes. And we have 80% of our genes, friends, that are dormant, which just means they're sleeping. And what our activators do is they wake them up, they turn them on. You'll hear us say things like flip a switch. And when that switch gets flipped, it turns on your body's ability to do some pretty amazing things. So with that said, we have had organizations like Harvard University, we've had Mayo Clinic, Louisiana State University, and more. The Journal of Cellular Biology, Colorado State University, Louisiana State University, and the list goes on, because as they hear about these results, they want to either debunk it or learn more about it on their own dime. And honestly, as a business, you can't pay for that kind of advertising. You really can't pay for that kind of validation. But that's the business that we're into. And so what's really neat is that as I saw the company develop, when I jumped in 6 years ago, there were only a couple products, but my trust was so deep because of the results that I had been seeing, that as they had new breakthroughs, I was eager to jump in. And so they looked at switches, the NRF1 switch, the NAD switch, that really turn on your body's ability to create and strengthen mitochondria and increase your sirtuins by 100% in your first 24 hours. These are really, really, really special things. I'm not going to get into the deep meaning of them all today, because we're just going to try to scoot into the value of the business. But I just want to share one more thing here, is that with our 3 synergizers, our 3 activators, what they do in and of themselves is more powerful than anything else you can ingest as a food, a drug, or a supplement. They're just turning on your body's ability to heal and be well. But something even extra special happens when you take the 3 together. And so although our company has 12, 13 international and domestic patents, we're actually in the process of patenting this synergistic effect of the 3 activators together, which is a very special thing as well. So in the gray here on the screen, you can see these are things like the anti-inflammatory effect of your NRF2 pathway being activated and the antioxidant effect. But the blue shows how that potency is increased when the 3 are working synergistically. And that, my friends, is something so special that I never want to be without. And I think from a business standpoint, that's what we have to think about. In my heart of hearts, I will never stop taking these products. And in my heart of hearts, I never want my family to stop taking these products. And so what we have there is longevity. We have customers who start and want to never stop because the way it makes them feel. So the other thing I like to just mention about the products is I have found, as I've been with this company now for 6 years and other products have been released, the beauty of that is it's usually out of demand. People started giving NRF2 to their pets started having unexpected results. So they had the creator of HeartGuard formulate an NRF2 activator that's formulated specifically for pets. Louisiana State University did an 8-year study on the effects of NRF2 on melanoma, and the results were so profound that they came to the company and said, can you create a topical too? And right then was birthed our True Science, only in the world NRF2 activated skincare. And so from there we have gut health, we have a weight loss management system, we have scalp care, and we have even an activator that targets your macular health. We have immune products and a whole kind of luxurious body care line. And so why I tell you all this is because people actually get really wonderful results. Our products are like nothing else, even our skincare. You know, it's really, really hard to patent a skincare because you have to prove that it does something that no other skincare does. And ours is patented because we're the only NRF2 activated, all natural, non-toxic skincare. And so stories are better when you share them. I'm where I am with this company. My family is on their wellness journey because my friend had the guts to reach out to me. The physician that she worked with was bold enough to share with her. His daughter loved him enough to share with him. And I look at it like I have the honor and privilege to be able to share with others and to be a part of their journey where maybe their story changes, maybe their story shifts, and it might just be because I got to share that, and that gets to be my business, which is a treasure. I look at this company, you guys, it's 13 years old. It's headquartered in Utah. We are publicly traded on the NASDAQ. So you can look us up and we are an open book. We can't make any claims that you can't verify. And so I always tell people, search us, find what you want to find. We are debt free. Who can say that? Who can say that as a company? I'm so proud of us. We have board members that come from companies like Coke, Airbnb. But one of my favorite things to boast about our board is that Erin Brockovich, not Julia Roberts, but the character she played in that movie, and her whole life has been about advocating for truth and products and not being a part of anything that would ever harm people, but help people. And she has chosen LifeVantage and LifeVantage products to really be something that she gives a message out to the world. And I think, wow, that is so many things that are so powerful. But if we just look, as you know, I'm the serial entrepreneur. So if we look at even just why this business, why now? Why now, you guys? Never in history have people ever been more concerned about their health. 60% increase in wellness sales in just the last 8 years. And you know what? This PowerPoint was created before the last season that we've been through. So I would dare to say that 60% is even higher. And we not only are just in the wellness category, but we dip into skincare. We dip into hair care. We have an NRF2 activated drink that is called Axio. It's like a neurological cleanse, but when people get their focus, it feels like energy. How about a raw vegan energy drink that actually is cumulative and helps you with your brain and cognitive health? Amazing. We're pet care. So we're dipping into all of these different categories that really make us in a place where our possibilities are endless earning potential. So in 2017, you can see where the cosmetics industry was versus the wellness. People wanted to look better than they felt. But you saw a significant shift just the following year in 2018. It was almost a complete flip in numbers, because now people are realizing our culture is shifting, that when you feel better, you actually do look better. And it's the truth. I actually feel like I'm aging backwards. And I want to give you a website to go to even get more information, and you'll see what I mean about aging backwards. If you have a pen and paper, I want you to write this down. I just want you to write biohack and activate. BIOHACKANDACTAVATE.com/explore. And you're going to see on there that ABC Primetime Investigative Report, where the reporter had his blood drawn and they actually measured his oxidative stress. And it went backwards by 45% in 2 weeks. And so it was like this reverse aging process. And I don't even like to say reverse aging, because I'm having a blast aging. I don't mind aging. I brag about my age. I'm 49. This is my 50 year, you guys. I feel better than I've ever felt. And I feel like we're redefining certain ages as we understand how to live our best lives and actually treat the cell and develop wellness. So the perfect business model for me, I don't know about you, but for me to work home or from anywhere. I just spoke to a customer in between innings at my son's baseball game before I came here. I can be waiting in a parking lot for my son to come out of school. I work my business from my phone wherever I am. And our team is comprised, actually, it's called Team Global Aloha. We have a whole bundle of six-figure earners who built their business from the beach. I want that. That's what I want. We have a virtual office provided by the company. So as soon as you become a distributor, you have your own website that the corporation manages and provides to us, and they're constantly improving it. There is a low entry cost. Remember my restaurant cost versus the different costs of our packs, which you can find on that website as well. Social sharing. We have an app that literally sets up carts for people, sends it to them, reminds us to reach out to them, and tells us what to say. So when I have some people say, I just really wouldn't know what to do, I'd be a little overwhelmed. I'm like, if you can click on an app, this company has got you. Man, would I have loved that if our franchise helped us out that much in our restaurant. But that, I've never seen that before. We have our personal online store. I get a monthly payment, I get a weekly payment, and the company reaches out to me as I'm working this business on a daily basis, updating me of my daily bonus. And who doesn't want to travel? So can you use a little extra money? I'm just going to show you our average annual earnings disclosure, and then we'll wrap up because I don't want to go long. I want to honor everybody's time. But these are the different average earnings from where you are in our company. And I want to take you to that second column from the left, the average monthly commissions at the paid rank. So not everyone at this rank makes this. Some make more, some make less, but this is the average. And so I want to first draw your eyes to that Pro 3. Pro 3, you can see that that's just in the bottom third. Could you use an extra $626 each month? That's a car payment. Could that help with groceries and gas right now? Would you be able to breathe and sleep a little bit better if some of those bills that made up that $600 just weren't eating at you? What if we jumped a couple steps forward to Pro 5? I'll be honest with you, that's where I'm at right now. I am a Pro 5. An extra $3,000 a month, that's a house payment and 2 car payments. Life changes. Think about $3,000 a month. Would that change your vacation life? What could that do for you? And then when you step up and get into the elite ranks, and with some of these rank advancements, it opens new doors to our comp plan. We have 8 different ways that you get paid. And as you climb that ladder, there's doors that are open, like a global profit sharing. Once you hit Pro 7, $13K a month, that's life-changing. That's doctor and lawyer level. But what I love about this is with LifeVantage, it's a level playing field. We have people at Pro 9 in our company that used to be truck drivers, that are stay-at-home moms, that are attorneys and doctors, because they see the value in this too, but also someone that maybe has worked in the trades. Level playing field, farmers. And there's not many areas, I don't know if there's another area in our workforce in the United States of America where no matter what your age, as long as you're 18, no matter your gender, and no matter your experience or education, if you will work at this and not quit, you have the ability to go all the way to the top. So can you do this? The last thing that I'll share with you is that we have a system. We have, if you want to jump in, if you think, okay, I could use this business, the person who invited you to this can point you to a super easy to follow system. If you stick with something and don't reinvent the wheel, it's very easy to step into success. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We have a team that has constant support. Almost too much support. I can't make it to every meeting. If you work full time, I miss a lot of stuff, but I know if I need help, I can tune in at any moment and there's someone to walk me through and teach me and assist me. We have regular corporate events and training. We have a global support system, regular team meetings and trainings. There's so many incentives and perks. Just when you think, gosh, I don't know what I would say when I reach out to someone, they throw a new incentive out there. A new perk, and we can reach out to our customers and share it with them and bless them. It's amazing. So where do you go from here? I've thrown so much information at you. I'm a fast talker. You may have a lot of questions. Your head might be spinning. Take a breath, reach out to the person who invited you, and just let them know, you know what, maybe I'd like more information. Go to that Biohack and Activate/Explore. That's going to walk you through. If you didn't write it down, the person who invited you to this can give it to you. Maybe you just want to become a customer and say, oh my gosh, that lady had unexpected health results. I want unexpected health results. I am so happy for people when they become a customer. I always tell people, you know what, the business isn't for everyone, but I truly believe in my heart of hearts that the products are. And that's why I'm so passionate about this company, this industry, and this business. And some of you may be saying, you know what, I'm ready to join this team. If you can see the faces on this call, we have the most incredible team. I love this community. I have found some of my absolute best friends just from joining this business, and some of them are on the other side of the world, and we stay in contact this way. And I just think, wow, I'm rich. I have something that helps my health. I have something that helps my finances, and I have this amazing, amazing community. So I just want to thank you. I want to value your time and let you go. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on. And hey, be well and have an awesome rest of your Wednesday night. Thanks again.